still fighting the storm. Hearts full of pain, but we're trying to transform. Mental health matters, can push it aside. We're more than survivors, we're meant to rise. Give us the care, not just the blame, cause healing begins when you call it by name. Stop the bullying, don't look away. Stop being silent, just speak up today. We're still breathing, fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform.
Salut tout le monde. Welcome back to Making Change Requires Everyone, the podcast where young people talk about issues that matters to us. I'm Shandelle.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Sharon. Today we're diving into the barriers young people face when trying to find work here in Montréal, Quebec.
Whether you're in La Salle, Côte-des-Neiges, Verdun, Pierrefonds, or downtown, chances are you've struggled with getting a job at some point.
And the struggle is real. In Quebec, youth unemployment is constantly higher than the overall unemployment rate. While Quebec's general unemployment rate sits around 5 to 6%, youth unemployment is often double that, especially for racialized youth.
And when you break it down by race, the numbers get even worse.
Let's start with the big Montreal-specific challenge, bilingualism. A ton of jobs, even simple part-time ones, require both English and French.
Facts. And you can't even work cash at some small cafes without being perfectly bilingual.
And for youth who recently moved from the Caribbean, Africa, Haiti, India, or Latin America, learning both French and English takes time. And what's worse, even when you learn the language, your accent can still be a barrier.
Even youth born here in Quebec face this. Some schools focus more on French, others more on English. And some people speak English at home, so depending on where you grew up, you might be stronger in one language.
And employers aren't always patient. They want fully bilingual workers right away, which shuts a lot of youth out before they can even apply.
And this especially affects Black and racialized youth. Across Canada, Black youth unemployment is around 23% compared to about 12% for non-racialized youth. That's nearly double. Next up, transportation. And yeah, Montreal has the SCM, but it's not always easy.
Especially now. With many bus routes eliminated, it's not just seniors struggling to get around, it's youth trying to get to work.
And if you live far from metro lines like Rivière-des-Prairies or Montréal Nord, you're depending on buses that come every 20 minutes if they're even on time.
And winter? Forget it. One snowstorm and everything gets delayed.
Plus, if you get a job in the West Island, Dorval, or industrial parks in Ville Saint-Laurent, buses don't always match early morning shift times.
So a lot of youth want jobs but literally can't get there.
Now let's talk about the job experience problem, Montreal edition.
So many places want experience you can only get after you already have a job.
Restaurants on Saint Laurent want experience. Retail on St. Catherine wants experience.
And internships, many are unpaid.
Youth can't afford that. Rent and groceries in Montreal are expensive.
And here's the frustrating part. Many racialized youth do have education. Some have college diplomas, some even have university degrees. But they're still unemployed.
In Quebec, community research shows Black youth unemployment rates are as high as 30 to 37%, even when education levels are like other youth.
Now let's talk about something we must address, neighborhood bias.
Youth from Montreal Nord, Park Extension, Saint Michel, or Hochelaga face unfair stereotypes.
Employers might see your address and judge without even meeting you.
Or if you have an accent, wear a hijab, speak differently, or have a name that sounds Arab or Black, people make assumptions.
These aren't just individual stories. They're patterns that so many of us face.
And even though employment equity laws exist in Canada, they're not strongly enforced, which allows these barriers to continue.
Let's talk money. Montreal is expensive, rent is rising, grocery costs more, and transit passes aren't cheap.
Some youth help support their families or pay part of the rent.
So unpaid internships or buying professional clothes just isn't realistic.
But we are not ending on a down note. Next segment, we will talk to someone who has real advice and solutions to this. So stick around because
Making change requires everyone.